Hello everyone, this is Bob Kovacs here at Wirefly, and today I want to take a look at a new product for the Verizon wireless network. This is the Verizon Wireless Home Phone Connect device. This particular device is made by Huawei, and the model number is the FT2260VW, FT2260VW. And this is a device that uses wireless services to take the place of a landline phone that you might have in your house. So if you have a landline phone and you're also a Verizon wireless customer, you can get this device, cancel your landline phone, port the number to this device, and it would then use wireless services to act as though it's a landline phone, and you'd use your wireless minutes then as your landline phone. So this is a faux unboxing. This box has been opened, but I wanted to show you everything that comes in the box, and we'll talk a little bit more about this device. So again, I don't want to fool you into thinking this has not previously been opened. It has been opened, but let's go ahead and take a look at it. Here is the actual device, and there's an antenna and power supply. I'll get those out in a moment, and you can connect this to a standard corded telephone. Again, we'll talk about that in just a moment. This is the antenna connector. There's an antenna power supply connector. It has a USB port. However, you can't plug anything into the USB port for fear that it might damage it. The USB port is only for test devices, and none of which come with the actual Home Connect device. So here it is. I'm going to set that down. Of course, it comes with manuals, and this is something that you probably are going to want to read the manual for to make sure you understand how it works. Here is the antenna. So it's quite a substantial antenna. You can see how big it is compared to a credit card. And if you'd like to rack up some charges on the credit card, just tell them that your name is your name here, and I'm sure they'll take care of you. So that's the antenna. We'll attach it in just a moment. Here is the power supply. It's quite a hefty power supply. And let's get the box out of the way so we can center up these here. And let me zoom in a little bit so you can see this a little bit better. Okay, so here is the device. Again, we'll bring out the credit card so you can see how it's sized compared to a credit card. And the curved top of this device is definitely reflecting my two studio lights. Here's what's underneath, and it explains what the LEDs on the front panel of the unit. There's some LEDs right here, and this explains what the various LEDs mean. When it's blinking, you have a new message. There's two LEDs that indicate signal strength. If you have one of those LEDs blinking, you've got a weak signal. If you have one on, you've got a moderate signal. Both of them are on, you've got a strong signal. The on-off switch is right on top. And on the back panel, there's two standard Rj11 connectors. It's a little hard to see. There you go. These are two standard telephone connectors. Those are called Rj11 connectors. These two Rj11 connectors, they're identical, and you plug a regular telephone into those connectors. You can plug obviously two telephones or an answering machine and a telephone. You also can plug this into a phone jack on your wall, and it will then distribute the phone signal to all the other phones you may have plugged into your wall around your house. So that's a good way to distribute the phone signal around your home. Now you're going to need to disconnect at the interconnection box outside your home. The phone company connects to your inside wiring via an interface that's mounted outside your home. You're going to need to go out to that interface and make sure that you are disconnected out there, and then you can distribute simply by plugging this connection into one of your wall connections, and that'll distribute the phone throughout your home. As I said, the on-off switch is there. This antenna screws in, and it takes quite a number of twists for it to be tight. This antenna has some gain, which is a good thing. You'll need every bit of gain you can get depending on what the Verizon reception is like in your area, and plug in the power supply there. The Verizon Home Phone Connect has this large power supply because the device generates more power than a standard cell phone, and the fact that it has more power makes it more reliable, makes a more reliable connection. Obviously, when you're on your phone at home, you don't want it to have the sort of breakup that you occasionally get with a cell phone. So this has much more power and a much larger antenna with some gain that will hopefully get a dead reliable connection back with Verizon Wireless. All right, I now have the Verizon Wireless Home Phone Connect device plugged in, it's activated, and you can see a little bit better here what the lights are doing. The blinking light indicates that the battery is charging, and these two lights indicate that it has a strong signal. If only one light was lit, then it would say it would show it was a moderate signal. If one light was blinking here, it would show it had a weak signal. But I've got two lights indicating a strong signal. On the back, I have a phone plugged in. Of course, the antenna is connected. And now when I pick up the phone, I get a dial tone. And I simply make a phone call. And you hear that there's beeps just like it would beep when you make a regular phone call from a touch-tone phone. So this is a little bit of an unboxing and a demonstration of the new Verizon Wireless Home Phone Connect device. This takes the place of a standard landline telephone, so it now uses a wireless line to take the place of a standard wired line. And if you're paying $30 or so for a Verizon landline and you have a Verizon wireless account, you can add a line for $10. So you could pay a lot less. Now this will use your wireless minutes, and it has the other conditions that take place when you are on Verizon. You can call other Verizon numbers for free if you have the right plan and so forth. So it uses your wireless minutes, but it acts just like a standard landline. This is Bob Kovacs here at Wirefly. Thanks for watching.